Hi, everybody. This is Tanya from Tango Business Coaching. We are now on day 11 of our 30-day leadership challenge. And notably today, day 11, is our last video in the self-leadership section of our 30-day leadership challenge. So what better topic to end this self-leadership component with than boundaries and rest? And why are boundaries and rest necessary, especially in a leadership capacity? So for two reasons, really. Like number one has to do with being able to balance out the rest of your life outside of work. So check out the previous video on that, but being able to unplug, take a vacation, time away from work, being really clear about when you're available and your time commitment, sort of generally speaking, all really critically important to balance out the rest of life outside of work. And then the second really important reason is that in the workplace, you need to walk the talk as a leader, especially regarding these boundaries. It's absolutely critical. When you are behaving a certain way, all eyes are watching you. They are watching your every move. And when you behave a certain way, they then figure out, oh, that is the norm in this workplace. So if you're the type that is constantly replying to emails late into the evening, guess what? That becomes an unwritten work rule for everybody that you interact with at work, and especially for the people that report to you. And I want to comment here, it's also your job to help those other people set boundaries for themselves as well. And then when they set it, of course, to respect it. Making others feel guilty about their boundaries is off the table as a leader. And when you do this, when you help them with their boundaries and you set boundaries yourself and you hold the line, you're actually building trust with others, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. When you don't have boundaries, you're often left wondering, where are the guardrails in this relationship? Am I going far enough? Am I pushing too far? I don't know. Is this person going to be upset with me, or are they interacting with me? And it just leaves you with a bunch of questions about that relationship. Living with those unspoken expectations in any relationship is totally exhausting. And we're just always trying to figure out where those guardrails are. So boundaries make ourselves and others feel safe. People don't always have to agree with our boundaries, but when they're there, at least you know. And that helps people build trust. It helps them feel safe in that relationship. So the trick with boundaries is not necessarily knowing that you need them, is not necessarily even knowing how to set the boundary or what the boundary should be. The real trick on all of this is how to hold the line on them in a very kind and respectful way. And a quick note on I would say anyway, the most important boundary to have is rest. I could have done a whole video on just rest alone, but just know if you don't have a boundary around rest, that might be the first place to start here. Getting restful time to recover, to rejuvenate will allow you to show up as your best self in the workplace and to lead your people. And when they know you're resting and you're making the time to rest, they're going to do the same. So again, you're emulating really amazing, strong leadership behaviors when you do this. So today's challenge is to build a boundary. If you don't have a clear rest boundary, build that one. What time of day do you want to start winding down and getting ready for a good night's sleep? We need somewhere between, on average, 7 to 9 hours per night. Are you getting that? Do you have a good routine before going to bed? Create a boundary around that. Let others know that after such and such a time, you are starting your wind down for bed. Obviously be realistic. If you have young children at home, they don't tend to respect boundaries, right? So work within the framework that you have, but be ready to hold the line with those that ought to be able to respect it, and respect yourself enough to be able to respect it. So good luck. Check in as always. Let me know how it's going. If you need any support in this one, this can be a tough one for people trying to figure out exactly what the boundary should be and how do you have the conversation with people to hold the line. Happy to have those conversations with anybody who needs support around that. Just reach out, let me know. And as always, if you need the 30-day leadership tracker, reach out for that too. Happy to send that over to you. So good luck with your challenge today, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.